money in the world for some reason on the Spurs right now. And then, of course, shortly after we got off the air yesterday, we got the official news on Aaron Judge. It is not thoracic outlet syndrome. It is a stress fracture in his first rib. Neither here nor there, because he's going to be out for at least a couple of months. And I want to give you a quote from somebody on that injury in just 1 second. But first, good afternoon, Big Mac. How are you today, kid?
I'm doing great, Craig. I'm doing wonderful.
Yes, well, I did not expect that even a little bit.
I'm okay, right?
I didn't
Knicks are in
expect
the
that.
NBA Finals.
There you go.
The Yankees will be okay. It's all right.
Is that right? Is that right? Well,
no,
let me read you a quote if I can.
Please read the quote.
Because I think there's a proper and appropriate way to start off this show, because it caused quite the reaction, I thought, online. And I was just an innocent observer watching from my lawn chair today.
Okay.
But I'm going to read it to you anyway. And then I want to get your take on it. Because I think the way you react to this quote will be interesting to how this show goes throughout the next 4 hours, if I may, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to read you the quote. I'll tell you the author of the quote after I read it. Is that fair?
Fair.
Okay, good. Direct quote. I'm not going to add words. I'm not going to add innuendo to it. I'm going to read it word for word as it is, okay?
Okay.
Quote, people say the Yanks don't know how to handle injury news with fans and media. Question mark. They just put on a masterclass on how to make fans feel positive about Judge being out for 2 to 3 months, period, end of quote.
Yeah.
Now, the author of that quote happens to be you.
Yes, it was.
You.
Yeah.
Living up to Dr. Schillenstein, if I've ever seen before. Take it away.
I wish you would have run that by me because, while I didn't hashtag sarcasm, I'm obviously being, facetious there. I'm trying to have a little fun with my shill because that's part of it. Like, we feel somewhat okay. When I got the news, I was doing the podcast live when the news broke. Okay. And yeah, because of yesterday and the doctor they were meeting with and the idea that it could be for the entire season. And plus, we don't know. I know you said it'd be full recovery. I was reading some things that guys never come back and become the same player they were. This was borderline, certainly end of the season, and borderline maybe the end of Judge being Judge. That was on the table for a lot of Yankee fans yesterday. So when you get the news that he's gone for 2 months plus, it's going to be at least 2 months, by the way. We could stop right. It's going to be 2.5 months to 3 months. That's what we're looking at right now. It's 2 months almost before you even, decide what to do with the injury. So when you get that news, it was kind of a relief considering what we were discussing yesterday. But if you got this news as soon as he was pulled out of the game against the A's, or as soon as we found out he wasn't in the lineup that first game against Cleveland, this is devastating news. It's devastating news. But I did joke that the Yankees, for all their foibles and all the issues they have and how much the fans get mad, oh, he's not telling us their line was this. They did a great job of making us feel better about this injury because they scared us just enough.
Is that right?
The news yesterday.
You're out of your mind. You know that.
Why am I out of my mind?
You know you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
Well, I mean, again, I wish you would have ran it by me. It's clearly sarcasm.
There's no sarcasm in that.
Go watch the podcast. I'm laughing.
I did not see the podcast.
I laugh as I'm telling the joke.
Well, that's the problem with the written word.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't see the video.
I should stand on it just for this, but I'm being happy.
I see the quote there. I go,
kidding.
And I see the reactions to the quote because you're getting killed on it. And I'm saying to myself,
look at the first quote. Look at the first thing.
Hold on a second.
And then my response to the first comment.
I did not go deep. I just saw people yelling at you.
I know.
Let's see. I don't care how they handle with fans and media, but it's concerning this isn't the first time a player, blah, 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 blah.
No, the first one I responded to was someone calling me the classic, this is the most shill you've ever been.
I did see that one,
and I have Keanu Reeves doing a bow. I'm half kidding.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Xavio314.
Yeah.
This is a masterclass in Yankee shilling.
Yeah.
And then you did the Keanu Reeves taking a bow.
I'm half.
Well, the whole you have to give me context then, Biggs.
Sorry.
So he's out 2 to 3 months.
This is one of those scenarios where when I say, what are we doing today? I wish you would have ran it by me. Because I'm half sarcastic. But I do think the Yankees, the point is.
They did not do it on purpose. I can tell you that.
Oh, of course not.
Yes.
Of course not.
They thought it might be TOS.
They thought it might have been. And this is bad. I want to just make sure we understand this. Because I'm going to go into my legitimate shilling and explain to you why it's not a death sentence. And why I'm still confident in the New York Yankees. And why this this is different than the last time we saw Judge go out for an extended
Was that
period of time.
2019?
2023.
23, okay.
2019, he was gone for a long time.
Right.
And they ended up going 20 games over 500 and ended up winning 103 games without him. So, and I think this roster is a hell of a lot closer to that roster.
Because of the pitching staff, right?
Because of the pitching staff, and only that, the lineup. You go back to 23 when he broke his toe out in Dodger Stadium.
Oh, that's when he kicked that cement, right?
When he kicked the cement. And they went 8 games under 500 from that point on until he came back. And it wasn't enough, and they ended up missing the postseason. That roster had guys like Willie Calhoun hitting cleanup. That roster had Jake Bowers. That roster had Billy McKinney. Like, that roster was awful. That Franchi Cordero, like that roster stunk to the point where, believe it or not, I called for Brian Cashman's job at the end of that season because I thought the lineup was putrid and I thought the roster was poorly built. This roster is far better. You've got Bellinger, who's a legitimate player. You've got Ben Rice, who's emerged as not just an everyday player, not just as someone who can also hit lefties. He's an MVP candidate. He's got the second best OPS in baseball. So, like, Jazz Chisholm was a 30-30 guy last year. He's been disappointing so far, but that's a legitimate player. You can go around the American League, go find second basemen who are better than Jazz. Like, you might find 1 or 2, that's it. So, like, this roster overall, and even this lineup with Stanton coming back, they've called up Spencer Jones, Jason Dominguez as well, and I think those are conversations.
When is Stanton coming back, by the way? Is there an update on that?
Said the only thing we know is it won't be on the upcoming road trip.
Okay.
So we're at least a week and a half, 2 weeks away
So
from
we're kind of like week to week now.
Right.
Okay.
Week to week now. Hopefully it's the next homestand, which is, in 2 weeks. You also got Goldschmidt, who's killing it right now and doing a great job with almost a 900 OPS. This roster is far better. The lineup is far better. So, yeah, I joked about that, and clearly, like, they didn't do anything, like, fundamentally on purpose to make us feel better about this, but I do get the sentiment that a lot of Yankee fans are almost taking this as a sign of relief because he's not gone for the entire season.
I don't see.
But this is a disaster.
It's exactly what it's like. Your best player's out for at least 2 months.
Yes.
And maybe longer than that. You don't know how he's going to respond to. You don't know if that's the extent of the injury. So it's just interesting. I don't think it's a death sentence either because partially because of the Yankee roster, obviously. Partially because the Yankee pitching staff. When Fried gets back especially, and as Garrett Cole, kind of builds and builds and builds. He's only had 3 starts thus far. And I think primarily because of something that we've discussed and you've talked about a lot on the show, this particular year, the American League stinks.
Terrible.
So, like, what team are you afraid of right now?
None.
Right? They're a half game out of first place after yesterday's win. They're good enough to win low-scoring games. They've shown the ability to win without hitting a ton of home runs. Like even that the 13-run game. No home runs.
No
now,
home runs.
They obviously would rather hit home runs because you've got some big power hitters in the lineup, especially when Stanton comes back.
Yeah.
But
that's
it
part
sucks, and at the same time, the one thing I agree with you on, because there's no way to sugarcoat it, it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's terrible news.
It's terrible news.
But it's not a death sentence. I think that's absolutely correct.
No, it's not a death sentence. And look, the lineup's going to have to do different things. When you missed out on Judge, they're not going to be the same home run hitting team, right?
Right, because Ben Rice, who's protecting Ben Rice now?
Right, of course.
Right?
That's it. And Stanton and Ben Rice, and maybe some Bellinger, who's not necessarily known for his pop or his home runs. But, like, having said that, I also don't think you go to small ball. I'm not saying the Yankees are suddenly going to bunt every runner over that gets on first. But they're going to have to do a better job offensively of getting through the lineup, passing the baton. The bottom of the order is going to have to step up. But guys like Bellinger, Rice, and I'm really looking at Jazz. Jazz has been a guy, and I know you go on Jimmy Fallon, you get asked if you're going to win the World Series.
You should say
He's
yes.
not going to say no.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. We have a fan base that goes crazy unless you win championships, and then the guy stands up and says, we're going to win one, and we get pissed at him. It's silly. But he's also, he's on Jimmy Fallon saying we're going to win. He said it every single year, at every single time there's a champagne pop, you put a microphone in Jazz's face, we're going to win the championship. He's going to be a 50-50 guy, all that stuff. He needs to step up and be far better because he's someone in the middle.
Because he's batting like 238, right?
Yeah, he's going to have to be much better. Now, he's getting better, but they have guys like him. They have guys like Grisham who's starting to really get hot again. Like, this lineup is going to be okay. It's not going to be as good. It's not going to be as dominant. Right now, they lead the American League in runs scored. I don't think that will happen over the next 2 months. They probably won't be the best scoring offense in the American League over the next 2-3 months, however long Judge is gone. But you go with this rotation, and you have guys step up, this offense should be good enough, and you're 100% right, in a downright lousy American League.
Right, there's no excuse not to be in the playoffs.
Every team that had expectations heading into the season has underachieved, and maybe including, but far less, the New York Yankees. Like Seattle, not nearly as good as we thought. Toronto, the defending American League champions, under 500. Baltimore got significantly better, right? Added Pete Alonso. They're terrible this year. The Red Sox were supposed to be this pesky team. They were in the playoffs last year. Right. They were building towards something. They're a terrible team as we welcome them in for the weekend. Like every other, the Detroit Tigers were supposed to be the class of that division. They're talking about selling Scooble already. Like the entire American League is down. There's no reason why, as presently constituted, this roster, even the lineup without Judge, this team is good enough to make it to the playoffs for sure, and it's still even good enough to win the division.
Well, here's the other reality. Judge being out does put an end to that hacky, boring, ridiculous question that's been asked on this radio station for the last couple of days. We've not gone down that road because it's silly to go down that road.
End to it.
But I think it puts an end to it.
Why?
Because right now, today, there is a king of New York, and his name is Jalen Brunson, not Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
and that's now a fact. So we can put that dopey conversation to bed.
Judge is resting on his throne for 2 months.
As we get ready for Game 2 tonight, and there's already infighting down in San Antonio, as Dylan Harper, being an immature 20-year-old, who was a complete disappointment in college, but obviously has had a really good rookie year and has been one of their main offensive weapons in the postseason this year. Saw a tweet where somebody said, took a shot at De'Aaron Fox, and he reposted it as if to say, why am I on the bench with the old man Fox on the court when he can't score and is unwilling to shoot? So infighting in San Antonio, but the spread is talking. And America thinks that the New York Knicks are going to lose their first game in over a month.
Well, if not this game, which?
I don't go along with America on that one.
No, none of us do.
But it's going to be, this will be the most difficult game the Knicks have in this postseason because it's the NBA Finals. It is the Spurs, essentially, life on the line. It's on the road. And the Spurs know if they lose tonight's game, it's a wrap, period, stop. So I think tonight's game, if the Knicks are going to lose one, it would be tonight. And I think this will be the most difficult game they've got the entire postseason. Doesn't mean they're not going to win it. Because every time I think about picking the Spurs to show that I'm respectful and that I know the sport, I know it's impossible to sweep 3 consecutive series, I say to myself, but what have the Knicks done to make me pick against them?
Yeah.
Nothing. So later today, we'll make our pick on the game. It's up to 6.5 now, though. Opened at 4.5 or 5. So the money's all on San Antonio. I understand why. Desperation. The series is over if they lose this game and go down 0-2 on the road. But it's amazing to me how many people still don't believe in this Knicks team when they've given you every reason to believe them, no matter what the situation is. And I can't tell you, I've got the butterflies again.
Of course.
I could barely get through my slice of a thin crust sausage pizza from
Prince Street Pizza.
Damn right, the home of the pepperoni pie. I finished it, though. I got through it.
I'm sure you did.
But I got the butterflies right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, do we want to go negative throughout the day today and talk Aaron Judge? You have to.
Yes.
Or do we want to keep it on the positive tip and talk about the Knicks taking game 2 and effectively ending the series?
I think it's a back and forth all day long.
A little Knip-Knop?
All day long. A little
I'll go Knip-Knop with you today.
That's what we should do. Let the callers decide. And again, look, I'm negative on the Judge thing, obviously. It's a devastating
I read your tweet again, but you said there's a masterclass.
It was a masterclass.
In making you feel positive.
They did.
So
you're
not negative.
They did
You're
make
feeling
us
very
feel
strong and positive.
I'm not feeling positive.
You're that guy.
I'm having a little bit of fun with my shieldom. I'm allowed to do that.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I think your shieldom is fun.
Oh, no, my shieldom is real.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you right now, I still think they're the best team in the American League.
There you go.
Like, I still
Mr.
do.
Positivity.
Now, I'm joking about the medical stuff because there has been a lot of issues with the Yankees and the medical stuff. Like, there's no denying it. I don't think this was one of it. Like, everything I'm reading is that the ribs can be a difficult place to get an exact injury. Apparently,
because it took 3 doctors, 5 tests, and a specialist.
They brought in a specialist, but I'm just saying, bringing in that specialist was brilliant because I think a large portion of the fan base was so concerned it was a season-ending injury that when you hear he'll be back in 2 or 3 months, you go, whew. Thank goodness it's not that.
Now, did you happen to see what happened at Saratoga today?
I didn't see what happened at Saratoga.
Obviously, the Belmont is this weekend. Well, there's races all day today.
That's what I assume, so.
But tomorrow is the Belmont at Saratoga.
Were people eating $12 shrimp in Saratoga?
That's just you.
That's just me.
I'm assuming this is AI, but no one has said it's AI. Mm-hmm. So there's horse races there today. All right, and for whatever horse race was happening there today. The jockeys came out of what they call jockey colony. I guess where they hang out in between races.
Okay.
And all the jockeys were wearing Knicks jerseys today.
Really?
How about that?
That might be AI.
No, the Knicks even put it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So full support across the state of New York.
How about that?
Up in Saratoga Springs.
Let's go.
For the final year, the Belmont will be there because next year it's back in Belmont.
Back in Belmont.
And they're all rocking. New York Knicks jerseys out of Jockey Colony today.
Yeah, listen,
that's when you know you've got something.
This is the game. This is the game because, like you mentioned, I think most of America who aren't Knicks fans believe that they're not going to sweep the series, and if the Spurs can't win this one, what game will they win?
They won't.
So that's it's either tonight, it's either back to being a series, or we're on a collision course for a Knick coronation over the next 2 games after tonight.
And I cannot wait for it.
I don't know how else you view it. It's either going to be a tough series after tonight, or it's going to be a coronation where the Knicks are going to sweep this team and win 2 games at home and finish it off at Madison Square Garden, game number 4.
We got one bit of bad news when it comes to the officials for tonight's game.
Oh no!
I walk you through that, but let's get going. 888-808-1019. The afternoon fan line made possible by our friends at Verizon Business. You, of course, should be checking out by now the My Biz plan when it comes to Verizon Business, so you can take control of your mobile plan. We got all the Judge stuff. We got all the Knicks stuff. It's going to be a party throughout the day. I got my candy thanks to Petey's wife, who today sends me Swedish fish chews. I've never had those.
Oh, she did get him candy.
I got the hot tamales, cinnamon flavored.
That's kind of like spice drops.
Kind of spicy.
Yeah.
And I've got the sweet tart ropes. Oh. So I am good to go.
Oh, wait, are those hard or soft?
Soft.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. I'll try them.
Maybe.
You can try those if you want.
Yeah, I'm not big. I don't like chewable hard candy. Like sweet tarts are not my thing.
And your mystery question of the day throughout the afternoon, I'll put a poll up on it, and the poll is this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If Penny Lane decided to go on OnlyFans, how much would she make in the first 24 hours? If you don't know who she is,
I was just going to say,
Google it. Google it. Google it. Just not on your phone.
I know the barber shaves another customer. That's all I know about Penny Lane.
What is that, a Beatles song?
Yeah. Wait. You don't know Penny Lane is a Beatles
song? Penny
song?
Lane is in your heart. I don't know about the barber.
Well, the barber shaves another customer.
Is that a lyric in Penny Lane?
Yes.
It's also a street in Montauk. So,
is it really?
Sure is.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it is.
But I think, real quick, because I want to put you on the spot.
$5 million?
One time. No, not $5
$10 million?
No.
I think she makes $5 million day one. If Penny Lane goes on OnlyFans today, you know who she is.
Was like wearing like an overall thing, walking the.
You don't know who she is.
I saw a woman very.
You don't know who she is.
Voluptuous walking the
runway.
You don't know who
she is.
I've seen that video 6 times today.
Yeah.
It's all over social media.
Yeah,
but I have no idea who she is or what she did.
I think she's like a European model with big breasticles. In any event, put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot. Here it is right now. Tell the Truth Friday.
Tell the Truth Friday.
Tell the Truth Friday. Will the New York Yankees make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not even up for debate. Yeah, American League sucks.
Will the Yankees win their division?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Feeling good about that.
There you go. That's the gospel now.
Will Judge be back in the month of August?
Judge is done for the year.
What?
Yeah, you're not going to see Judge again this year.
Why?
Because I think it's going to be a lot worse than what they're claiming right now.
Why?
I think they're soft selling it.
It's a broken rib.
I think they're soft selling it. You're telling me that a trained doctor can't read an X-ray and see a broken rib, and we had to bring in a guy from Texas to read an X-ray?
They wanted to rule out any other issues.
No, it's not a broken rib. I don't want to be that guy. I was going to wait till later today to tell you that. It's not a broken rib. You're being lied to.
Oh, stop. We're not being lied to.
You're telling me that a doctor that the New York Yankees have on payroll can't read an X-ray, and we need a 60-year-old guy from Texas to properly read an X-ray? No. I was going to wait till 3 o'clock to do this to you. So I'd like to wait. Let's get the show going. Right. Good feelings. Knicks game 2 tonight.
That on me and come on.
If you think that's what the injury is, you're out of your mind. You're done. Aaron Judge is done for the year.
Oh, stop.
Let's get that through your head right now.
Stop it.
Okay.
because they can't win the championship. That's
Okay.
part of the plan. Part of the reason I'm not just head in hand today is that he's coming back, and that every dream I had about this team in
You're
the
good.
playoffs is still alive.
By the way, 3 o'clock today, the legendary Marv Albert will join us.